What's up guys, Mad Dog here for Darkmount Gaming. Destiny 2 is just a few days away and we are super pumped. So today we are going to bring a few tips for Destiny 2 PvP to get you started. Tip number 1, the biggest difference between Destiny 2 and Destiny 1 is the importance of gun skill. You definitely need to practice it, you definitely need to get better with it. It is paramount. It's going to help you get more supers, more cooldown, less cooldown on your abilities, more supers, more everything. It's going to make your gameplay smoother. It's going to make your team happier. It's going to make you more successful as an overall player. It is the single most important thing. 2-hit melees are out. One-hit grenades are out. Those are all gone. You gotta get good at guns. You know, that's the name of the game of Destiny 2. You have to get good with your guns. Tip number 2, speaking of guns, it's gonna be important to have balance with your weapon setups. If you don't have weapon balance, you're gonna struggle. And I'm seeing a lot of people struggle with this. So what do I mean by weapon balance? I mean two different things, two different ways you can balance your weapons, and I'm going to get into them, is having a loadout, for me, that has a long-range weapon and a short-range weapon, or a weapon that can crowd control, that you feel comfortable with crowd control, or a weapon that is good for one-on-one. And maybe you can have a combination of these, but it's important, you don't want two hand cannons. You don't want a hand cannon. You probably don't want a hand cannon and a sniper. That's probably not a good idea. Though you don't want something like that, because that's basically two of the same weapon. And we've been kind of shoehorned into this in Destiny 1 at times, having a hand cannon and a sidearm. We've had that happen before, and we really don't. You don't want to be doing it in Destiny 2. It's really bad. It's not maximizing what your loadout could be, your loadout potential. Tip number 3 is really specializing with a power weapon. It's super important to specialize with a power weapon. You don't want to be the guy on your team that picks up power ammo and they're like, oh, why did you do that? Let someone else pick it up. No, you want to be the guy who, if your teammates need a shotgunner and you're a shotgunner main, they're going to say, dude, you need to pick up that ammo right now. We need to push. Go pick that up. You want to be told to pick up power ammo. You want to be that kind of guy, not the guy that they dread picking up power ammo. You want to be the guy that they ask to pick up the power ammo. Obviously, no one's going to be doing that in pubs, but try to practice with it. The best place to practice with that is Countdown, really. And practice with a friend. Fire a team of 4 and say, you know, rotate games. Hey, this game, I'm going to be practicing shotgunning. And next game, you can do it. But really, and focus on one. You don't shoehorn yourself into, oh, I'm a sniper or a shotgun, you know, I can use them all. No, you can't use them all. You're not going to, you might be able to use them all. You're not going to probably be able to use them all to the same capacity as a shotgun main. As a guy who's just practiced with a shotgun. He's going to probably own you with a shotgun. You're going to be average at everything, and that's far more dangerous to have than being great at something. Be great at something, and then once you're great with one thing, then you can practice another thing and make yourself more versatile. But being average or below average at several things, that's not versatility. That's just stupid. Honestly, it's just stupid. It doesn't help your team any. Tip number 4, kind of the same thing. I know all you guys are going to play probably with 2 or 3 different classes, but try to keep it to one subclass a piece. Find a subclass that you like. There can be a feeling out stage. You can try out different ones, but find the one you like and stick with it and get really good with it. And then as you get good with that, you can move on to another one and get really good with that. But it's, again, far more valuable to be really good with one subclass than to be average or below average with 4 or 5. Just is. It doesn't help your team. Fake versatility does not help your team. And you can coordinate with your team. Hey, I'm gonna be a Sunbreaker. I'm gonna be a Night Stalker. You know, make sure your team is well balanced out. But again, fake versatility, it's terrible. Terrible. It actually hurts teams more than helps them. And tip number 5, last but not least, is be a collector. One thing I did in Destiny 1 that was huge for me was I collected one god roll or one really good roll for every archetype of weapon. That way, when the meta changed, I was ready for it. I had practiced with these weapons. I had played around with these weapons, so when the meta changed, I pounced. And when situations or the map changes, or you gotta adjust to something, or to adjust to what someone else is doing, you can be ready. You can be ready to make that adjustment. You got a lot of weapons. You got a lot of weapons that do different things. You got a lot of different weapons. You're all prepared for whatever the game or your opponent throws at you. So those are my 5 tips to get you ready for Destiny 2 PvP. Obviously, Trials isn't coming out immediately, not from what I've seen. Neither is a competitive mode. But I believe those things will be right around the bend. Trials, obviously, we definitely know will be. And so I want you guys to be ready, raring, and excited to have a new start, a fresh start in Destiny 2. Don't forget to join the Darkmount community by subscribing down below. And check out our Twitch channel. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.